How's it going, everybody? It's Techno86 back with another video for Elite Dangerous. Today I wanted to take you with me to bounty hunt because it's the best way to earn money and it's really fun to do. I'm not sure how fun it is to watch, but I know it's fun to do. And at the same time, I'm going to kind of introduce you to surveying, to exploring, and show you how to accomplish that. So I'm going to come over here to my map, and you notice that all these different locations are colored. You've got blue, you've got green. If I come up here, I've got a red. If I go way up, I've got some orange up there that shows alliance. But every once in a while, you'll see these spots here. Now, this is an area that hasn't been explored by me yet. And so I'm going to plan a route, or plot route. And that'll give me a coordinate that's already locked in for me as soon as I launch. So I'm going to come over to that area and see what I'm dealing with over there. So go ahead and launch, lift up my gears, get lined up on the green side, because I don't want anybody being stupid and running into me again. But even if you go out the green side, sometimes you still have stupid people that try to run into you. Alright, looks like all clear, so I'm going to full steam ahead. I'm going to go ahead and get locked up with my destination. And I just have to wait for that mass lock to end, because I can't do anything as long as I'm mass locked, as far as, jumping out. Okay, so I'm unlocked, so now I'm going to take that jump. We're going to be jumping to an unexplored zone, which isn't as scary as it sounds. So I'm just checking to make sure that I have my discovery scanner kind of available, so when I draw my weapons, I've got my discovery scanner out instead of my multi-cannons and my lasers, because I don't really need those to explore. And as always, when you come out of jump, you're going to be facing right towards the sun. So the best thing to do is just bring back your speed and do a complete 360 and go out a ways. And you can see it says that the location I'm in is unexplored. So I'm just going to turn back around and drop my engines to 0, or not 0 because you can't stop when you're in hyper jump like this, or hyperspace. You can't completely stop, but you can go down to 30. So I'm just going to sit here, and you notice in the lower left it says scanning. So I'm scanning the sun to find out what kind of location I'm in. And this takes a while. There we go. It says that it's G white yellow star, and I'm in an anarchy system. Anarchy means that there's no rules in this system, so there's no law. Now, what does this mean for a bounty hunter? It means that every time I scan anybody on this in this location, that I'm going to be they're going to show up clean, because there's no rules, so they can't break any rules. But you can still find your unidentified signal sources in these areas. Oops, I am going the wrong way. Now you might have heard me blast off my discovery scanner doing this. I'm just holding the fire button and the discovery scanner goes off. It's trying to find anything, any anomalies, any kind of planets or belts, resource extraction sites, anything within my area. And it didn't find anything within range. There are systems in this area, in this system. That didn't make any sense. There is planets in this system, however, they are not within range of my scanner. There. That came out in English. So now I'm going to come up to this unidentified signal source. English escapes me. Gotta wait until I'm under 1. Alright. and I drop out. Lower my speed so I don't go shooting by anything. Okay, these white squares, this is something you'll see when you drop into some of these unidentified signal sources. And these are just materials that have been left behind, or technically they've been blown out of a ship, because you can see the pieces of ship right there. But if I go into my contacts, it shows me that what's around me is trade data. It is considered a stolen good. If I take it onto my ship, I become a smuggler, sort of. If anybody scans me in another system, with me having those in my cargo hold, I get a fine that I have to pay off, or else it becomes a bounty that people can shoot me out of the sky for. So I'm not interested in that, because I'm a bounty hunter, not a smuggler. I have tried smuggling, and I'm horrible at it. I did get a fine that was like 10 times what my cargo was, because usually the cargo is worth less than the bounty that they'll give you for carrying it. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of circling around aimlessly, and I'm watching this navigation screen, and what I'm looking for is the unidentified signal sources to pop up. I mean, I can kind of look ahead and hope that I see them, but if they go along the side of the ship and never get in front of me, I'll never see them, and I can pass right by them that way. I'll just pop off the discovery scanner again. Oops. It's still showing no nothing in my immediate area. That's okay. That's what I'm interested in, is the unidentified signal sources. Okay, so I'm bringing my speed into the blue area. That way it kind of adjusts itself as I approach. So I don't really have to worry about speed. Sometimes you'll overshoot, and you just have to turn around and try again. But, you know, 7 or 8 times out of 10, it usually controls your speed pretty well. You come in at the right speed to enable to safely drop out of hyperspace. Coming in almost below 1 light second. Alright, now we gotta wait for this. Once I get below 1, and drop. Let's see what we got in here. And it's more supplies. I'll tell you what, I'm actually going to cut the video until I can find, let's see what they are. The chemical waste, really not worth that much. So I'm going to cut the video until I can find a spot that actually has some people in it. So I'll be right back. Okay, so we finally get into a system where there's actually ships around. So we're going to look at this guy, Matthias, and he says he's clean, so this is where my kill warrant scanner comes in. So what I do is I hold it on him here. He's showing up as clean. Now when it finishes, I go to my contacts, and boom, he's got a $7,000 credit bounty against him. So I'm going to open fire on him.
Under attack.
I'm getting kind of lucky because none of the people that are flying around are his friends. If he has friends, then this fight could get a whole lot tougher. And he's flying the same thing I am, so. Need to put some pips into weapons. That way my stuff recharges faster. Completely dropping my shields, which can be a risky move. I mean, I'm not dropping them, but I don't have any power in them, so they can't recharge. So I'm going to turn around here.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
What I did there was, you have flight assist that helps you kind of fly a little bit smoother, a little bit easier. I turned it off, that way I could get a little bit sharper turn, because it tries to control your speed, but it kind of sacrifices maneuverability a little bit. And he's toast. So I got that $7,000 bounty waiting for me.
Target destroyed.
What about this eagle? I'm gonna switch over to my kill warrant scanner. Oh, he warped out. I'm gone. So now I'm gonna go after this guy over here. Hopefully he won't jump before I can get to him. If people are starting to jump before you ever fire at them, I found that you can shoot a few shots at them. It'll turn them hostile, but they'll stop jumping and turn to fight you, at least for a little bit. So if they're starting to leave before you can ever open fire, or before you can really get to them, just take a few pot shots. So he comes up clean because we're in anarchy. Everybody's clean. Everybody's innocent. And so we're going to hit him with the kill warrant scanner. And that's going to tell me that he has no record. So he is actually cleaning in this system. So he's no good to me. So I'm going to even out my power. And I'm going to jump back into... Oh, I'm going to put my guns away. Then I'm going to jump back into hyperspace. And I'll let you back in when I get another target.
2, 1, engage.
Okay, we enter another system and we have a single person here. Single ship. And it's going to be a Sidewinder. It says he's clean, of course, because anarchy's like prison, everybody's innocent. So I'm going to scan him. And he's going to run. But I'm more maneuverable, I'm faster. Okay, and it says that he has no bounty. So I can't actually shoot him. So he's a bust. Okay, I'm in this system and I've already scanned this guy and he's coming up with a $719 credit. And he's a hauler, which means a hauler can only have one gun on it. So he's not going to be able to stand up to me. However, my question is it even worth tracking him for 700 credits? I'm going to try to take him down just with my lasers, because my lasers don't cost me anything. If I fire bullets out of my multi-cannon, that's going to cost me bullets.
Flight assist on. Friendship charge detected.
So he's jumping, so he's not even going to be worth it. I might have cost myself there because I really should have put weapons, pips into my weapons before. Oh, he didn't get... Oh! He jumped as he died. So I do not get that credit. He was a 0 though. Ah, well. You win some, you lose some. Okay, so I've been indicted while I was flying to the next location. which means the ship pulled me out of hyperdrive in order to scan me. So I'm gonna look. It's an Eagle. So I'm not real worried about him. Except these fire missiles. That bothers me a little bit. Since we're in a system, anarchy system, I need to scan him in order to, I think, in order to get any credit for him. Truth be told, I've never been indicted in a anarchy system. So contacts, he's got a $3,000 credit on him, so he's fair game. I can use whatever I need to on him. Oh. Okay. And I did just like slow down right in front of him.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
Okay, I need to get those shields down because that's putting weapons in, or putting some energy into weapons to recharge. Okay, I don't want those shields to get too recharged.
Shields offline.
There we go. Now I can eat him up. He's an Eagle. So I'm not really worried about this. Until he outmaneuvers me like that. Keeping it in the blue. Using flight assist to spin around.
Flight assist on. Flight assist off. Flight assist.
I haven't mastered flight assist if you can't tell.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
And he's gone. So that's $3,000 in my favor. On to the next one. Okay, so after jumping into about 8 of these unidentified signal sources with items floating around in them, I'm going to start heading back to the area I'm going to claim my bounties in. Now, if I look at my transactions, it tells me all the bounties that I've gotten so far. And I have a 9,000 credit bounty in Alliance territory and a 16,000 credit bounty in Empire. I don't have any Alliance around me, but I do have an Empire. So I'm going to go up here, and these red areas here are my Empire. So I'm going to plot my route, which will take me back through another unidentified area. So I'm going to line up with that. I'm going to go ahead and jump out and kind of review what I went over. When you jump into an unexplored system, target the sun, try to keep your distance or else you're going to overheat and then run into it, and that can do damage to your ship. However, you need to scan that area, and then from there you can start scanning areas in space and see if you can find any anomalies such as planets or resource extraction sites or anything like that. So once you do that, that also tells you what kind of system you're in. And anarchy systems are the only place that it's okay to fire on somebody who's clean, even after you do a kill warrant scan on them. If you're in Federation and they're marked clean, and you do a kill warrant scan on them and it shows they had a Empire warrant, let's say, you still cannot fire on them because they're in Federation space, and they are not wanted in Federation space. So in order to fire on them, they either need to be wanted in the area that you are in, or they need to be in an anarchy system. So just keep that in mind, because I made that mistake and started firing on them because they had a bounty elsewhere, but they were perfectly fine in the system we were in, and I got into a bit of trouble for that. I think it cost me over 20,000 credits for shooting down NPCs. Okay, so now we're in Empire space. I'm gonna go ahead and look for my... Oh, I got a source signal here, so let's go ahead and dip into this one. Let's see if maybe we can get one more good bounty added up for us. So I'll be right back. Okay, so we drop into a system, and there's already a fight going on. So let's go ahead and draw our weapons, or actually our kill scanner. I'm going to go ahead and start scanning. He's wanted. And somebody's already blasting some holes in his hull. Let's see what kind of... He's got a $15,000 credit, so I'm going to do everything I can to make sure this kill is mine. So normally I would need to put pips into my weapons, but they're already there from last time because I forgot to change them. So he's dropping cargo, so he's about to jump. So I need to try to get lined up with him and take him out before he can.
Flight assist on.
Too far away really for guns. Keeping it in blue.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
Kind of far away. There we go. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. And hopefully that was mine. Alright, I got 16,700 credit for that one kill. So that is pretty awesome. And it doesn't look like I've ticked off anybody else. So let's go see if we can find any more people to shoot at. This guy seems to be the center of some people's attention, so let's go see what he's about. If I can get close enough. So one of these guys is going to be dirty. I just got to figure out which one. Since he's hostile towards me, I think it's him. Oh yeah. Okay, so we're going to scan him to see if we can increase our bounty any. We're in an Empire system, so he's already showing up as wanted. However, we might be able to get a warrant from somewhere else. So he's got $10,000 on his head. So I say that's worth a few bullets. So I'm going to open fire with my cannons. Alright, I'm going to crash into him just because it's fun. Not really, that was an accident. I couldn't slow down enough. I'm seeing somebody else that's red to me. I'm hoping that I didn't shoot him and cause myself some problems. I'm hoping it's just because they're wanted to. And they're friends. So I do need to let myself charge up a little bit. %, not too shabby.
Flight assist off. Under attack. Flight assist on.
4, 3, 2, 1, and right as I run out of bullets. Come on. Yes, and I got that credit.
Destroyed.
So that's 10,000 more credits for me. What else they got? I saw somebody over here flashing red, so maybe I can find them again and find out why they're hostile towards me. Okay, one of these two guys are going to be wanted because of shooting at each other. This guy's clean, so it's most likely not that guy, not that guy, that guy. And he is hostile towards me. So I'm going to go ahead and give him a scan. He's in a Cobra as well. Although I can't scan too much because he's almost dead. Come on. Alright, I'm not even going to look. I'm just going to start blasting. And I missed it. That was my window gone. What's this guy? Clean. Clean. International or Internal Security Service, so he's not going to be wanted. Okay, so I think I've worn out my targets in this area, but I'd say that's not too shabby. I've got $38,000 waiting for me in Empire Space and $14,000 waiting in Alliance. So I'm going to go ahead and lock my station in.
Scan detected.
They're scanning me, but they're not going to find anything because I'm not wanted. So I can pretty much just bolt.
Frameshift drive charging.
And you don't get anything against you if you do run away.
4, 3.
It's not like they see it as a hostile action or anything. But yeah, like I said, it's a good thing to have the kill warrant scanner. If you do, then Anarchy Space, you can bounty hunt there. Otherwise, you have no clue who you're shooting at. If you have a kill warrant scanner in known space, like Empire Space, then it helps you to possibly increase the amount of bounty you're going to get when you kill the wanted target. I'm not sure what those people that I shot down had before I scanned them, but after I scanned them, you could see I had some pretty high numbers. So, I mean, I just doubled my money with one kill and then got another one almost as much. But, yeah, like I said, Bounty Hunter's fun. To me, it's the funnest thing to do. However, everybody's different. Some people are going to love mining and nothing else, and some people are going to love just exploring and nothing else. And I don't fault them for that. I don't think it's the best way to make money. I don't think it's the fastest way. But if they're having fun, it's their game. They do what they want. But part of fighting, dog fighting, as I was doing, one thing to remember is you always need to be switching your different systems, from systems to engines to weapons, depending on the situation. I was not doing that effectively, I will admit that. Okay, so my entrance is going to be on the other side. If you look at the base here, you'll see the red flashing lights right in front of me in a square pattern. That means I'm on the exact opposite side of the entrance, so I need to get around to the other side. And don't let me forget I need to request docking before I try too, because I forget that a lot. And then I'll get to the entrance and they'll try to get me for trespassing.
Docking request granted.
Alright, so we're going to find the green lights, which are on the right side. Kind of hard to see. Alright, I'm going to ease on in here. I'm looking for gate 36, which happens to be right here. Once I drop my gear, I go slower, so it actually helps me keep control a little bit. So I'm just going to drift on in here. Get to the center of our grid, and we're just going to drop and try not to hit the bottom. And we lock in.
Engines disengaged.
So let's see what our total expenses were. For firing off all the bullets I did, I'm going to pay 1,200, almost 1,300 credits for bullets. And I'm going to spend about 1,000 in fuel. Seems like a lot, but when you go to your contacts and you go to your local security office, I'm getting 38,000 credits for doing that little bit of bounty hunting. So I say that's a pretty decent payoff for what I did. But yeah, that's my overview of the bounty hunter. I'm glad you came along with me. You saw me grab a bounty out of Anarchy Space. You saw me get interdicted. I actually said it wrong earlier. I think I said indicted, but I got interdiction, and got a bounty off of that because he was a pirate. And then you saw me come back into Empire Space and find a whole group of wanted people, and took a few of those out as well, getting me a pretty nice paycheck for the day. But I hope you enjoyed this bounty hunting video, and I hope you learned something, that it helped you along the way somehow. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll try to answer them the best I can. I have only been playing this since December 16th on launch, so I'm not 100% sure on things. I'm just grabbing bits and pieces as I go, and hopefully I'm able to convey some helpful information to you. So if you did like the video, please leave a like, and that will help me know that I need to post more Elite Dangerous videos. Otherwise, it kind of looks like there's no interest in my videos or in the series, and it's kind of a drag on trying to do more. If you haven't subbed already, please hit the subscribe button, and that'll keep you up to date on videos as they're released. So, until next video, I hope that y'all had a nice New Year's and have a good year to come. And tune in next time for more fun, hopefully. So we'll see you later. Bye.